It is a great day to be alive, and I am so thankful for God, Jesus Christ, who lives in us. In today's video, I want to share a dream about the Iraqi Dinar that God has given me and talk about the exchange rate that I feel God has shown me. Before we get started, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing that I'm sharing in this video is financial advice. I'm simply sharing dreams, visions, and interpretations that I feel God has given me as it relates to dinar. So really quickly, I want to share how we ended up investing into the Iraqi Dinar. At first, the Iraqi Dinar was simply a conversation. We heard different ones talking about it on YouTube, but we never felt that it was for us to invest in. However, all that changed whenever God gave me a dream. If you want to call it a dream, I was really waking up from a dream. And as I was waking up, I heard someone say, check your email. And so when I woke up and I got it all together, I checked my email and this is what I found. Someone had sent me something about Watch House of Destiny broadcast, and they said that they wanted us to listen to this historical prophecies of where we are and where we're going. And so they went on to say, let the Lord speak to your hearts of the next chapter in your life. So they wanted us to sit down together and listen to this Destiny broadcast. And so at the time, I didn't know what it was. And when I clicked on it, that's when I saw that it was the House of Destiny broadcast, Kim Clement's daughter, and wife. But most of the time now I see that his daughter does a lot on YouTube with all of his prophecies and things like that. So this is basically how we began to invest into the Iraqi Dinar. We felt that it was the voice of God that we heard telling us to check that email. We felt that the person that sent the email was led by God to do that. And so one thing transpired, and from one thing to the next, we ended up getting the email. We had recently been talking about Kim Clement and his prophecies, and so this was like confirmation for us. And so from that point, we began to find out where to buy the Iraqi Dinar because we didn't want to buy from anywhere. And so from there, we went on to buy a few Iraqi Dinar, buy a few more to where we are now. And so that is how we became invested into the Iraqi Dinar. That's the story behind it. So now I want to share another Iraqi Dinar dream that I had. And from this dream, I feel that God has shown me what the exchange rate will be. So this dream began with me seeing a friend, and she was standing over me. I was leaned over doing something on the floor, and she asked me if I had change for the following. She had two $100 bills, a dollar bill, and a dime. It was understood in the dream that I did not have any change on me or cash to give her change for what she was looking for. She didn't say how she wanted her change to be returned, whether she wanted smaller bills, what smaller bills she wanted, she didn't say. But I ended up taking the two $100 bills, the dollar bill, and the dime to go find her change. So I knew where to go. I was going to go ask someone else if they had change for it. And so on the way to find them, I walked into this room, and when I walked into this room, I saw a huge pile of money, and it was like heaping piles, like sliding piles of money in the middle of the floor. And so when I looked at the pile, I noticed that about a third of this pile was Iraqi Dinar because I noticed the color and I immediately knew in the dream that it was Iraqi Dinar. And then the rest of the money was USD, and it was all $20 bills. Well, I knew from this pile I should be able to get her the change that she needed. Of course, it would be all 20s, but I knew I was going to get the change from this pile. Well, in the room, there were two people. There was my sister, she was with me, and then there was another person that was with me, and this person was crying. And I knew this person. Personally, I know them in real life. So I knew this person, and it concerned me to see them upset and crying. And so I asked my sister to get the change that I needed. And I walked over to the other person to see what was going on. That person was sitting next to this pile of money. They were at this table. Their back was turned to the pile of money and to the table. And I walked over to find out what was going on. In the dream, I did not ask them where the pile of money came from. In the dream, I did not ask them who it belonged to. I was simply concerned about why they were crying and why they were upset. And so I had totally forgot about the pile of money in the dream. And so once I figured out what was going on with them, I turned back around to get the change to take back to my friend. However, this time when I turned around, I no longer saw the pile of money. My sister, she had somehow given me back the money giving back the change that I needed to get to my friend. And so I handed my friend back the money, but instead of giving her 10 20s, I ended up giving her 6 20s. So instead of giving her $200 in 20s, I ended up giving her $120 in 20s. And so I woke up from the dream. That was it. Well, I realized after I woke up that this dream is obviously about Iraqi dinar. It's obviously about an exchange rate. And it's definitely obvious that I shorted her $80 because I don't know what happened to the dollar and the dime. But with the type of currencies that I had only $200 bills in USD. I could only break the $200 bills. So I'm not sure what happened to the dollar in 10 cents, but the $200, instead of me giving her back the accurate change, I ended up giving her $80 short of what she should have gotten back. So I shorted her 40% of her original money. Now, my friend in real life, she's a banker. She works at a bank. And so obviously that would have been called, of course, but in the dream, I shorted her 40% of what she originally gave me. And so now I'm thinking about this dream and I'm like, okay, God, are you showing me that the Iraqi dinar, the exchange rate will be 60 cents to every US dollar. So 1-to-1, $1 will be equal to 60 cents per IQD. So for me, I'm taking this as God is showing me that the Iraqi dinar is going to have an exchange rate of 60 cents to every US dollar. And so for me, once the Iraqi dinar hits 60 cents, I will be looking to find a bank, somebody's bank, to do my exchange and collect what's due to me. I'm not sure why the entire pile of USD was $20 bills, unless God really wanted to pinpoint a round number of 60 cents for me, to me. But for now, I'm taking it as that. But again, I shorted her 40% of her $200, and I gave her back $120 instead of $200. And so with that math, it comes out to be 60 cents to $1 US is what I'm getting. So right now we're hearing a lot of news about the Iraqi dinar and it revaluing and what we're seeing over here and over there at different places. So I really do feel like we're close. And another reason why I feel like we're extremely close is because the same sister from this dream, the one that was getting the change for me, the same sister in this dream sent me a text message on June 27th in the morning. She sent me a text message. She said, I had a dream. You came running up to me with some foreign money talking about it hit Mandy. She went on to say that she was in the middle of a conversation with some lady. She said the color of the money was reddish orange and yellowish color. She said that you handed me 2 different bills and said, that's a lot of money you're holding. She went on to say that she could not remember the color of the other foreign money. And she said that she didn't know where this dream came from. So basically she's telling me that I told her that my foreign money, the exchange, the rate for it had hit, and that I had 2 different currencies. And currently I do hold the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnam dong. And so for her to say that I handed her 2 different foreign monies, and I said that you're holding a lot of money, that just confirms the Iraqi dinar dream that I'm sharing now, as well as the fact that I believe that the Vietnam dong is going to have a great exchange rate as well. So for everyone who's holding the Iraqi dinar or the Vietnam dong or whatever other foreign money you have, whatever God has shown you to invest in, stick to what God has said. God will bring confirmation in some way. And this is the way that he's brought this confirmation to me. Again, she sent me this dream on June 27th of this year. And so just a few days ago, I received this dream. And so with that, I take it as confirmation that God is showing me that something's about to transpire, something's about to happen as it relates to the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnam dong. Again, for me, my price target for the Iraqi dinar is 60 cents. So when Iraqi dinar hits 60 cents, I will be to the bank, whether it's my friend's bank where she works, my friend from my dream or another bank, I will be finding someone's bank to take my foreign currencies to have it exchanged for whatever that rate is. And I'm speaking 60 cents. So that is all I have for this video. Until the next one, God bless.